Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and just checking out what I've been up to with collecting. Hope you guys have been doing well, so I appreciate your time. This is going to be a book update, what I grabbed in the last couple of months. A few of these books are very uh, heavy hitters as far as nostalgia. I haven't seen, there's two books in this update that I haven't seen since, or enjoyed since I was a kid, so looking forward to showing you guys what those are. First up is one of those books, and that is My Teacher is an Alien. I never, it just trips me out to have this in my hands again. It's been years, so had to have it again. Came across it online. I was like, damn, I remember that book. This is the only one I had, and for the longest time, I never knew this was actually turned into a series. There's like three other books that came along right after this one, but I only had this one and remember enjoying it and just remember being fascinated and blown away um, simply by the cover art to the book here. But yeah, I loved this book when I was a kid. I read it multiple times. But yeah, I never knew I guess being that young, I just never followed up with the rest of the series. I think two or three other books, yeah, followed suit after this one. But yeah, that's that. Got this for practically peanuts. I think the shipping costs more than the book itself, so which makes me wish I found this locally, but I didn't. But pretty cool. Pretty cool to have it back in my personal horror collection again. Won't take long. I'll probably reread it, real quickly on a few lunch breaks there, or a rainy day or something. So that's that. Next one is one that completely new to me. Didn't even know it existed. Just stumbled upon it. Seemed pretty cool. Was never on my wish list. And it's called Unsafe on Any Screen. Cinematic Sleaze and Cheese by Scott S. Phillips. I think this came out sometime around 05. At least that's what the cover art. The date on the cover art is like from 05, done by John Howard. So another one that won't take long to finish up. Pretty short, quick breeze of a book. So that's cool. Here's the back. Got this one for, again, practically peanuts. Pretty cheap. Another one where the shipping cost is more than the book itself. So that's that. Looks to be a lot of fun. Definitely, yeah, right up my alley on that one. And another one, I always wanted to own this book, but they just never would let me buy it. I guess, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only one, just by going up to the history of the people signing it out from my local library. I'm the only one that really gave a damn about being interested in this book. So this is one I always checked out, rented from my local library. And wish I owned, but never owned this until now. So, yeah, Movie Monsters, simple title. Just kind of goes over easy ways of the magic of makeup and stuff like that for kids. So, had to have that again in my collection. Didn't cost much, and just happy to finally own this book. So yeah, one I always checked out. I remember a few of these hand-drawn illustrations, but yeah, a lot of this is like I've completely forgotten about. Blackula, that's cool. Creature, Bride of Frankenstein. All classic stuff, Bela Lugosi, Dracula. So yeah, now I own it. Now I can own it. I don't have to check this out from a library no more. I'm a big boy now. I can buy this stuff. So that's that. Glad to have that in the collection just for nostalgia's sakes. There's a few other books on my wish list that I haven't seen in years that again, for nostalgia, I want to go after. And that's it. I didn't really have that many books growing up. It was more of comic books, but yeah, definitely a few I want to I want to go after at some point. But that's these two definitely enjoyed back then. So next one is this is pretty cool. I was just wanting books that just just covered nothing but zombie stories, and this should do it. Zombies, Zombies, Zombies. The complete collection of zombie stories ever published, or at least at the time when this book came out. I think it's fairly new. I'm not sure, but just stumbled upon it. Looked awesome, and price was good. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. It's a few. It's loaded. So many zombie stories that the title doesn't lie. And you got a few pretty cool hand-drawn illustrations here and there, all black and white. If you guys can see that. Let's see if I can find a better or bigger one. That's pretty cool. Just loaded. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Zombies, zombies, zombies. So further and further down the rabbit hole we go. So yeah, that was a nice surprise to kind of stumble upon that one. And then by the same publisher, could not resist. I've just been craving this stuff for several months now. Stories on ghosts and stuff like that. So this is the big book of ghost stories. Loaded. I had to get that. Here's the spine. Pretty cool. And yeah, another one I got for cheap. The next book is, that looks to be another good one too. Almost dropped it. The Vampire Archives. That looks to be a fun one too as well. Right. That'll go on the wish list. I just saw that. But yeah, I've been into reading up on a lot of and watching videos of like the lesser known as well as the more famous ghost stories, and then cemetery themed videos as well. So I definitely had to go after this book. That looks to be a lot of fun for sure. So that's gonna take a long minute to. But these kind of books you don't want to rush through. So just kind of read a few stories here and there, and yeah, just enjoy these very enjoy them every so often. So, and then continuing on with going after these EC Horror Library series books. The next one I was able to get my hands on is Voodoo Vengeance and Other Stories. Good stuff. I got a few more of these I personally want to grab, and then I'm going to dip out. But yeah, these are very nicely done and very addicting. I've been enjoying them when I can. So all black and white with this series. So definitely a good series, a fun series to collect. So the Voodoo Vengeance and Other Stories, EC Library stuff. So that's that one. And I don't know why I was on the fence about this one. I just, well, I didn't know it would cover so many movies. I thought it was only a few released through Severin only, that kind of thing. So that's what kind of held me on getting it. But I'm glad I did. It covers multiple upon multiple movies. So The House of Psychotic Women. Finally joining the party and adding this book to the collection. You see Carrie, and then you got Possession up there, another great movie. Fab Press, can't go wrong with Fab Press. And this book is loaded. I had no idea. I don't know why I was on the fence about going after this book. Like I said, I thought maybe it'd only cover just a handful of movies, but no, it covers a ton of movies. And I also have other books that celebrate women and the history of horror cinema. So I just wasn't sure at first, but I am glad I'm glad I joined the party and got this book. It is a very nice book, and I can't wait to, when I get time, I can't wait to go through it and get some more knowledge. So, The House of Psychotic Women, beautiful book. You can't go wrong, honestly. I'm an idiot for being on the fence about something like this. So that's that. And then just for fun, did not have other books that have since then updated this stuff. I don't know. Just for fun, I wanted to go after this. It's fun. Modern horror film. You got Freddy on the cover and Lair of the White Worm. That's good stuff. And I got this book for dirt cheap, in decent condition. I want to go after some of these older books that were published back in the 80s and 70s, and this was one of them. It's a lot of fun, all black and white scenes from various movies. So I had to get this. Again, I have other books that, you know, pretty much blow this thing out of the water, but it's fun to have these older books, you know. And especially if the price is right, so pretty cool. This one is from John McCarty, and I remember seeing this book a lot, just running across it growing up, but I never owned it, so until now. So really cool. There's a few other books that are just as old, if not older, that I want to eventually try and get my hands on and add to my personal collection, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, modern horror film. Yeah, by John McCarty. I think I have a few of his other books. I have to look, but yeah, that's that. And then continuing on, slowly chipping away at this series. Don't have too much more to go. I'm almost there. And I've been enjoying these, and these books are amazing and just well done and worth your money. I'm very late to the party. These have been out for years, but I remember being blown away when I went after, I forget which one it was, but when I first got into this, I was just blown away by the quality of how well made these books are. So finally adding Jay Dispro's, I'm saying his last name wrong, I know I am, Monster Invasion. Interview with Jay, edited by Craig Yo, which Yo series here. This one is volume 19. So yeah, Yo books. In good condition, as good as it's gonna get, considering how old these books are now. But good stuff. One of my favorite stories is in here. I think it's Creeping Terror. Yeah, I think the Creeping Terror is in this one. Love that story. No, it's the Creeping Death. But yeah, I got the same story in another book, but it's nice to have this one in color. So cool. That's that. Again, slowly chipping away, almost done with this series, and then I can properly enjoy them a little more once I know I've got. And then last for now, for this book update here, is got this one for dirt cheap. I had to get it. It's pretty simple, but cool. A simple book from Full Moon, features the art collection, and it is just that. There's a little bit of nudity, so I got to be careful. It's just a simple sort of, you know, coffee table type of book. Goes over their releases, the history of some of their releases, and just all the art from Full Moon. Along with some classic stuff too. Yeah, pretty cheap. I think this was like 10 bucks. I got for like 10 plus the shipping, so 15, something like that. But yeah, add that to the horror collection, why not? yeah. So that's the oh, here's the back. That's pretty cool, right? Kind of Blade reading it. And that has been the update for me, guys. I'll be back in a little bit to show you guys what all movies, horror films, and whatnot I got added into the collection. So, again, hope you guys have been doing well. Thank you for your time, and hope you guys enjoyed this little collection update from me. Take care. Later.